So it sounds like, all in all, it sounds like there are different degrees in which a person experiences themselves as the center of the universe. Me. The more I am me, the more there is to threaten.
Very well put.
The less I am me, so not everything is about me.
Okay.
So I would guess that the other three types have the same thing in their own areas. If I am me and I'm the center of the world and I'm about kindness, then that's all there can be. Or if I'm about ambition, get out of my way.
Yeah.
Because this is me, the me. I think what's going to happen when Mashiach comes? Everybody's going to become nice. Everybody will become the same. God forbid. What's going to happen? Everybody will be what they are, but not so much me. This is good, this is good, this is good. So you're like this, I'm like this, but there's no, the me will go away. And if we could start practicing that a little bit, me. It threatens me. And the real question is, I mean, when you're in a good mood and calm, what is this me that is being threatened? What's going to happen? What? So you'll be humbled. So one of the good ways of putting it is, you have the option. Do you want to be humiliated or you want to be humbled? It's the same thing, the same event, the same words, the same. Here you feel humble, here you feel humiliated. And the difference is, are you protecting the me, or doesn't need protecting? What are you protecting? So if it turns out that you're not as smart as you thought, okay, fine, you'll be humble. What's wrong with that? So the mistake, I think, I don't know where it starts. Maybe you have a theory about it. How did the me become so important? What are you going to lose? I mean, after all, like, what? So I don't know if it's like a childhood threat that never goes away, or...
Well, the part that's natural, the part that's a personality issue, is a hypersensitivity in the emotions. I see it even on a baby who's not into ego and doesn't know what me or we means, but the UV child will respond sensitively to an unfamiliar condition, unfamiliar setting, to anything that they're not used to. Even just if the food is too hot or too cold, even just by a little bit, there are those children, as all parents know, that will respond sensitively right away, and they'll have that reaction, and some will be okay with it. So much of it really is natural. And that's why sometimes when we talk about ideas like being humbled and, try to get people to understand that, calm down, it's not so bad. Again, sometimes we're addressing something that's for some people much more naturally challenging than for others. So that's something that's very important to address, that people should understand. Sometimes even we're just trying to help someone and guide them, but telling them to take it easy, it's not so bad, or look, the other people, obviously when you start comparing, it's even worse. The other people that don't take these things so seriously, it's not so much about you. The fact that for one person it's easier to say and to practice than for the other person, that alone makes it more challenging for the person who's feeling challenged. I'm like, hey, I don't think you understand me. And that's how a lot of people feel when they go for help.
Right. You don't know how much the me matters.
Right, to me.
Maybe to you it doesn't.
Right, yeah. my me certainly doesn't matter much to you,
right.
But yeah.
And then to compound the problem, when you're dealing with a unreasonable emotion, you want to be right. Now you are right. That's, wait a minute. The person is not reacting properly. I'm right. So either I'm convinced him that I'm right, or I'm going to ignore him. He's wrong. Fertig. The need to be right is the other person's sensitivity or oversensitivity.
Emotionalism, yeah.
The other me. So he's emotionally right. I'm intellectually right. Now we got a big problem. Because it's either me or you. The two me's are clashing.
Often in a relationship, the way it should be ultimately is that each person bends toward the other person and they meet in the middle. When both people are flexible, that happens naturally. when one is inflexible and the other one sees it, even if they're seeing it on a logical level, like you just said, and they're noticing, hey, there's something wrong here, so I'm not going to bend towards that, and they withhold that flexibility that's necessary in this relationship, then they don't get anywhere. When they're ready to bend enough toward the other person, that enables that person to bend back. But you got to make the first move in such a relationship, and that's where it's challenging.